The young disciple knelt before the Buddha under the Bodhi tree. His heart swelled with pride from the praise he had received. "Master, they say I have attained wisdom beyond my years. They call me enlightened," the disciple said with excitement in his voice. Buddha gazed at him, his serene eyes reflecting the moonlit sky. He lifted a handful of earth from the ground before him. "A man may call gold his own, but does the gold recognize its master?" Buddha asked, letting the soil slip from his hand. The disciple furrowed his brows, puzzled by the master's question. He had strived, studied, and debated. Surely, his achievement was real. "I have learned the sacred texts. I have debated scholars and emerged victorious," he said, his words filled with certainty. Buddha remained silent for a moment, then pointed towards the river flowing gently beyond the monastery walls. "Tell me, does the river announce its course? Does it proclaim its depth or demand recognition?" he asked, his voice calm. The disciple turned to watch the water. The river flowed without hesitation, its surface reflecting the light without attachment. "A river moves without pride," the disciple admitted. "It does not seek to hold its shape or preserve its identity." Buddha nodded, his expression kind. He motioned for the disciple to sit and listen to his words with an open heart. "The wise do not burden themselves with the weight of titles. They do not grasp at praise, nor fear its absence," he said. The disciple looked down at his hands, once clenched with ambition, now loosened by the master's words. "But is it not good to be recognized? Should we not honor knowledge?" he asked, still hesitant to let go of his pride. Buddha smiled and took a lotus from the nearby pond, its delicate petals untouched by the mud beneath. "This flower blooms without thought of praise. It opens because it must, not because others deem it beautiful," Buddha explained. The disciple watched the lotus sway in the wind, its fragrance carried without demand for acknowledgement. "I understand, Master," the disciple whispered. "Success means nothing if it is sought only for admiration." Buddha's voice remained steady, like the mountain standing firm against the changing seasons. "True wisdom is found not in victory but in surrender. To know oneself without comparison is the highest knowledge," he said. The disciple breathed deeply, feeling the illusion of achievement slipping from his mind like sand in the wind. "What must I do, Master?" he asked, his tone softer, humbled by the realization of his own attachment. Buddha rose, his feet pressing lightly into the earth as he stepped forward. "Walk with me," he said, leading the disciple towards the monastery, their footsteps vanishing behind them in the dust. The night air was cool, and the stars stretched endlessly across the sky like silent witnesses to their journey. In the city, men call their names aloud, boasting of what they have done. Yet, they fear the day they are forgotten. The disciple listened intently, each word settling into his heart like rain soaking the roots of an old tree. They build monuments to themselves, believing stone will hold their greatness. Yet, time crumbles even the strongest foundation, Buddha said. The disciple thought of the scholars he had debated, their voices loud with pride, their arguments seeking validation, not truth. What then, Master? Should we reject success? Should we never strive for excellence? He asked, confused by the lesson. Buddha stopped and faced the disciple, his presence as vast and still as the mountain peaks. Strive for wisdom, not recognition. Work for truth, not praise. Serve without expectation, and you will know freedom, he answered. The disciple felt a shift within him, as if his spirit had shed its need to be seen, to be acknowledged. They reached the monastery steps, where the lamps flickered gently in the night, casting golden light across the stone floor. Tomorrow, you will rise and teach others. You will share knowledge, not to be admired, but to bring understanding, Buddha said. The disciple bowed deeply, his heart lighter than when he had first approached the master beneath the Bodhi tree. I will teach without the burden of pride. I will learn without the need for recognition, he promised. Buddha placed a hand upon his shoulder, the warmth of his presence filling the space between them. Then you will walk the path as it is meant to be walked. Without attachment, without ego, Buddha said. The disciple smiled, the lesson etched into his soul like the river carving its course through the land. The lamps swayed in the wind, their glow soft as the dawn awaited on the horizon. And so, the lesson of handling success without ego was passed from master to student. One ripple in the endless stream of wisdom. Another day, the merchant sat before the Buddha. His robes shimmered, his wealth abundant, his heart heavy with unseen burdens. I have given generously, he said. Temples stand in my name. The poor eat from my hand. Is this not virtue? Buddha gazed at him with serene eyes. A gift is only pure when it carries no expectation, no desire for recognition. The merchant frowned. But good deeds should be acknowledged. If one does not see the giver, how will virtue inspire others? Buddha picked up a lotus from the pond. This flower blooms in the mud, yet asks for nothing in return. Does the sun demand gratitude for its light? He continued, do the rivers seek praise for quenching thirst? The merchant lowered his gaze. Still, people admire generosity. They honor those who uplift the suffering. Is that not a noble pursuit? Buddha smiled gently. A man who gives to be seen, gives not from the heart, but from his longing for approval. True generosity is like the earth beneath our feet, he said. It supports all but never boasts of its strength. The merchant sighed. If all that is given returns to dust, why strive for good at all? Buddha pointed to the distant mountains. The tree does not refuse shade to the traveler, though it will never know his name. The river does not withhold water, though the thirsty man forgets its source. The wise give without attachment, without the weight of pride. The merchant clenched his fists. Yet success must be acknowledged. Effort must be seen. Can a man truly remain indifferent to his own deeds? Buddha picked up a handful of sand and let it slip through his fingers. See how it falls, free of resistance. A hand that clutches the grains too tightly loses them all. The merchant closed his eyes. I see my mistake. I have given to elevate myself, not to lighten another's burden. Buddha nodded. The ego seeks to inscribe its name upon water, but the wise move through the world, leaving no trace. The merchant exhaled slowly. His wealth, once a symbol of his merit, now felt lighter upon his shoulders. He bowed deeply. From this day, I shall give without attachment, without the expectation of honor or praise. Buddha smiled. Then you shall know true freedom, the freedom of a heart unburdened by self-importance. The merchant left, his steps lighter, his heart newly unshackled, and the lotus continued to bloom, silent in its quiet perfection. Another day, a prince sat before the Buddha. He had renounced his kingdom, yet remnants of pride lingered in his heart. I have left my throne, he said, but I still seek recognition. How can I truly free myself from pride? Buddha looked upon him with calm eyes. If a man sheds his robes but clings to his status, has he truly renounced power? The prince frowned. I no longer wear a crown. Yet, I long for respect, for acknowledgement of my sacrifice. Buddha picked up a handful of sand. See how it slips through my fingers. The wise do not grasp at praise. The mountain does not declare its height, he continued. The stars do not proclaim their brilliance. They simply exist, the prince sighed. Yet even monks seek reverence. They follow you, they listen, they honor your words. Is that not recognition? Buddha smiled gently. They follow the path, not me. The teaching belongs to no one. Truth is not a possession. If you pour water into different vessels, he said, it takes their shape, but remains unchanged. The wise carry knowledge lightly, without claiming ownership. The prince lowered his gaze. still, the world admires greatness. People bow to wisdom, seek leaders, honor masters. How can I ignore that? Buddha pointed to a tree above them. It gives shade without expecting gratitude. It stands firm without demanding praise. The moon does not shine for applause, he continued. It simply illuminates the night. The river nourishes the land, yet does not ask for honor. The prince clenched his fists. If success must be discarded, then why strive for anything at all? Buddha placed a cup of water before him. Drink, he said. The prince drank deeply. It quenches my thirst, he murmured. It serves a purpose, Buddha nodded. And does the water boast of its purpose? Does it seek recognition for quenching your thirst? The prince looked at the empty cup. No, it simply flows. Then be like the water, Buddha said. Move through the world with purpose, but without attachment to status. The wise do not seek to be exalted, he continued. They seek only to serve the path. The prince closed his eyes. I see now. It is not power that binds me, but my craving for acknowledgement, Buddha nodded. The ego is a shadow. Chase it, and it grows. Turn away, and it dissolves. The prince exhaled slowly. The weight of his past, his pride, his longing for recognition, faded. He bowed deeply. From this day, I shall serve without seeking honor, without the burden of self-importance. Buddha smiled. Then you shall walk freely. The freedom of a heart unchained from the illusion of self. The prince left, his steps lighter, his mind newly unshackled, and the tree stood tall, offering shade without expectation. He added, the gift and the act of receiving are complete in themselves. They need no further weight to validate them. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.